So today, guys, I'm in Kingman, and I'm in the Route 66 Museum, which is awesome. I have to say, what an awesome town Route 66 is anyway. Kingman on Route 66 is anyway. It's a really cool, semi-restored town, doing really quite well. It's got way better over the last few years. I know this is a car channel, so Route 66 I think probably is one of the main attractions here. This used to be the electricity generating part of the town, and this is where the power was done. So it's really cool. One of the oldest reinforced concrete buildings in Arizona. I'm just guessing that. Check this out. Prairie Schooner. Now I always thought that was a Conestoga wagon. But I think these are fabulous. It's a really nice display in here. This thing looks great too, because it just looks so original. In fact, parts of it I would genuinely think are original, if not all of it. I would say parts of it. It's super cool. Imagine traveling the route in those days. This is where they basically talk about the start of the route from the early parts of the days, 1927 to 1929. Because of course, all this was connected to be the first route that way across America. This part of the route, this is a bit of shit I get fascinated on. Grapes of Wrath, Yoki Dust Bowl, and the basically moving of most of the population of Oklahoma and so on from the terrible dust and droughts there. I'm going to guess this is going to be a Model AA truck. I'm not really sure, but I think so. No, it's a Chevy. And this is what they would have been like back in the day, traversing the route. Imagine that. What an incredible trek that would have been. Basically, the refugees. Wow. The photos in here are amazing. What a great track. Look at all the rubbish left on the sides of the road. They stayed in, sometimes it was I'm going to say it was $1 a night, but I think it was way less than that for the shacks that they rented. And this was, they had to survive on $1 a day, so it would have been less than that. A lot of times they were camped out by the side of the road or in camps. See the water bag? That's how they transport extra water for your rad, family, whatever. Such a story. It's a beautiful display, this, really. Can you imagine travelling with this with all of your worldly belongings? It would have looked like this. Wouldn't have been nice, it would have been a rough old truck. And this is what they would have take. More water bags, which of course, absolutely something you would need. Your blankets for the back. Actually, they've got some beds set up on this. This might be the thing, really. Look, there's the actual trucks and cars on the route. People just fleeing the Dust Bowl, you know, trying to set a new life in California. Look at the route. Nothing but mud. Oh man, would have been a tough time. I mean, a lot of these cars were wooden wheeled even. Next part the museum deals with. Look at that. Beautiful car. Studebaker Champion. Set up a garage. A beautiful little restaurant with me. Part of the World War II era. Got a lovely selection of prints and stuff in there. Now people like these old gas pumps, and they kept them for a much longer time than normal, and that was because you could actually see the amount of gas you were getting pumped, so that kind of made it seem like harder to cheat for a lot of people. Look, first of the credit card signs. Wow, that's so cool. $1,400 brand new. I actually really like these old Studes. Just think they're such a cool car. And it's not just because, Fozzie drove one in the Muppets. Just such a really cool car. Odd look, I suppose, yeah, but really, really cool. Eisenhower linked everything up. Such a cool thing. Jack Rabbit Slims, or Jack Rabbit's trading post, still there. I'm probably not going to make it out there this trip, but I'll do it again. If actually you like my Route 66 trips, I'm really considering coming out here and doing one, like a big one, and showing you everything. Some of these old towns still haven't changed that much. Oh, it was such a cool place to come, mate, honestly. Like, if you've never been to Route 66, it's a bucket list thing you should do. Like, it's just fabulous. Anybody who's really into cars and the olden days, I mean, what a fantastic place to come, This is it. This was like where everything became super cool. Really. Not sure that everybody's quite as into cars as I am, but for me, Route 66 is my mecca. This is my kind of amazing place to go. Now, this is the 66 museum. They don't actually go past the sort of the 60s really, which is a shame because actually it's got more of an interest in history still, and it's come up and down. Kingman is a town definitely up on the up. Now, the really cool thing down here is, and this has been here for years, it's the Electric Museum. Hard to believe, right? The town basically funded on cars. This is some of the mining history. Beautiful picture. Wow, look at that. Recreation of the mine. I mean, you've got to bear in mind that this place was well established. It was a mining town originally. And it's super cool.
Except for a few abandoned stone buildings and a classic old garage. A survival of the old road. By the way, Beach Springs, Arizona served as inspiration for the fictional town Radiator Springs in the Pixar movie Cars, which depicts to some degree the losses that it and many other cities along Route 66 faced after they were bypassed by I-40.
This is the real story of it.
Hi, you folks got a couple of minutes? You're from Switzerland?
Yes, and we think Arizona is fantastic.
Roadrunner.
We loved every meter of it.
Now, there's something so cool in this. Yep, here it is. This is part of the reason I'm here. Not all of the reason I'm here, but me and Chris Michaels talking a while ago, and me and Grady Lennon too, and we actually talked about living in a community where we can roll around in these. How cool is that? When we all get old in the cannibal community, this is where we want to go. This is Willie Nelson's Rolls Royce golf cart. Don't tell me this isn't the coolest thing you've ever seen, because it totally is. I mean, this is beautiful. And super cool, right? How could it not be like one of the coolest things? It's Willie Nelson's one. Imagine the fun he had in this thing. And parked next to it, just in case you couldn't think it would get any better, this is Waylon Jennings' golf cart. Oh man, that's just so cool. Like, really. You don't often get to see the personal cars of too many people, to be honest. But these golf carts are Waylon and Willie. Oh man, come on. That's like super awesome, right? Like, it really is. They're lovely. I'd love to step inside there and have a look and show you some more stuff. Train going around that side. Again, this is still road time. These are the first set of electric cars as well. 30-mile range. I mean, realistically, okay. What's the top speed? What do you think? Should we take a guess? 35 miles an hour and 30 miles. So you've got an hour worth of travelling on lead acid batteries. These are some of the early electric powered karts. Because people forget electricity's been around for a long time. That people were really keen on doing that. You should definitely do this, by the way. I'm actually going to kind of go through this fairly quickly because I kind of want you to come here. Everybody should take a trip on Route 66 anyway. See, that's not too bad. You want to sort of cruise around. When we're all old, this will be the Catapult community set of vehicles. Because none of us, I can imagine, are going to be driving Teslas. If anybody's noticing these signs, I'm just walking past. Now they are like the old Boomer Shiv signs. So they used to put them on the highway, space them out, and every time you drive past, you get to see them. Just really cool. Look at that. I like that. It's kind of cute. I mean, I find it incredible. There's a big... Sorry about the train, but I can't do much about that. Wow. 59. Till 63. That's cool. Who put eyebrows on it? What a wonderful idea. Wow. This thing's actually 26 miles an hour. It's basically a golf cart. $6,000 golf cart. That's cool too. First electric bike. Electric Porsche maybe? Kawasaki. Super cool. 126 mile an hour. Wow. It's a good GPZ Fahrenheit. Some of the electric cars from the railway days. I can't possibly imagine somebody's putting a 911 convertible into an electric car. But I could be wrong. And I am wrong. John Vacara is crying right now as we speak. 65 mile an hour? Me. Oh dear. Okay, I kind of like the idea of converting some things to electric. I'm not so sure a 911 is it, because a 911 really, I mean, that's the petrol-powered love of things. The love of these things is because they A, try and kill you, and B, they are beautifully sounding things. I mean, once you've driven a 911, you'll never forget it. Super quick and kind of really cool. What's that, first generation Tesla, I think? I'll go and have a quick look in a sec. I'd rather drive this though. That's probably way slower than that, but it's still really, really quite cool. The Tropica. Never heard of it, but it's very cool. Yeah, first gen Tesla. Based on a Lotus, weren't they, if I remember correct? So cool, so small. 2008. 220 miles? 125 mile an hour? What? Okay, I can see why people still love them. Mind you, they still run now? They still go? No, still. Yeah, Andy Devine, who's from here. They don't say anything about the Tropica, which is a shame, because this thing is really kind of epic. It's like a dumpy Porsche, maybe. Volkswagen. It's kind of, look at it. Oh man. It's so cool. I would drive that. Electric hot rods. Face it, this is going to start to happen, and especially if that's a fiberglass one, then I think that's a great thing to do. Super cool. Hey. I would have thought, oh wow, is that an original electric car from the old days? Because if it is, it's really quite nice. Nice in there. Backwards facing seat. Okay. Okay. I think this was like a solar Challenger. Look at that. 4 electric cells. Probably still charging as we speak. 1930 electric car. 20 mile an hour. Imagine if we kept developing electric cars all the way through. Imagine what they'd be like now. Kind of cool. I can't imagine a stranger place to put an electric car museum, but I do dig it. It's very cool. I'll show you the back of Waylon and Willie's kick-ass golf carts, man. They got leather seats. Oh, actually, it looks like it has got leather seats, like a proper Mercedes one. It has got a proper Mercedes. Look, it's got. I think they used to call this MB Text. MB Text? MB something. Anyway, it's the Mercedes-Benz seat covering. Proper one. Yeah. Imagine playing a round of golf with these guys back in the day. Look, check it out. It's got a bar. Yep. And a radio cassette. Clock. Carpet. Both of them are carpeted. Wow, man. MB text. Yeah, look, see, it is proper mook. Oh, man. So cool. So cool. Okay, look, I'm a big Willie and Waylon fan. What can I say? I mean, if you're not a Waylon fan, really, what are you doing here? Why are you not looking at this channel? Because basically, Waylon Jennings is a god, right? Diggs has a theme tune, everything. Just a fantastic thing. And Willie Nelson, well, he's just the man's a complete legend. So, there we go. Well, I'm glad I got to show you these because I remember them being here. But I had to sort of double check. So, thanks guys. Hope you enjoyed today's walk around the museum. And maybe one day I'll come and give you a proper Route 66 tour. If you want to, just let me know in the comments below and I'll come out here and I'll do a trip round for you. Not that I'm not going to have a fantastic time because I totally am. But yeah, if you'd like to see more of 66, I'd love to go and do a tour for you. Thanks. Please like and subscribe if you like the video.